What is cracking on? Welcome back. This is Twilight Alpha, and I've returned! And we are jumping back in. We're going to get started today on Cold Steel 4. And see, we should be... well, I got points to spend first, so let's spend those. It's... I'm currently on the bridge. Alright, so we're gonna do these special scenes. There's Duvalie. So we gotta go this way. Game room, here we go. That's right where I wanted to go. Okay. Oh, Reen, it was pretty tough in Aaron, wasn't it? Yeah, you helped really save me back there. Hey, what's that? You mean this? My jacket. Now that I think back, I did have you hang it out for me, didn't I? But it was so ratty and tattered, and how did... Well, I've actually been patching it up a little by a little in my free time. I still have to put the finishing touches on it, so I have to wait a little longer, okay? It's alright. Thanks a lot, Elise. You keep taking care of me, don't you? That's the unspoken agreement we siblings have, no? Oh, when will we be leaving for Crossbow? I should be able to finish it up if we have time left before departure. If we have some time, huh? Things are gonna get intense soon. I mean, you mentioned finishing it up, but the jacket's already pretty much done, right? What do you have left? The belt? Buckle? Something like that? Well, the truth is, I might have asked a certain few individuals to help with the finishing touch. Considering your circumstances, you could say it's something that would be best to have. If I had known things would turn out like this, I would have just taken it to them. Huh? I'm pretty lost here, at least. You mean you need to go to the surface to visit someone? Or something? And that's not even a question. Shall we head for Valimar? Wouldn't now be a good time? Everyone else is resting at the moment. That's true, but I need to mentally prepare myself for handing this over. What does that even mean? No, now would actually be a good time. Would you mind taking us down in Valimar? I'm very confused. What's this about? Reen and Elise then went to the surface and headed down to the location. Surprisingly, they went to... Emir? Trista? Leaves? Aaron? Oh no, don't tell me she gave it to... Emma. Did she have... Oh, Rose. Close enough. Wow, so your urgent business was an errand? Just when did you have the chance to arrange this, anyway? I've come down here on occasion to take care of things while you've been away. Thank you both for your help earlier. It would appear you have finished everything then? Let me take a look. Here it is. Wow, it's beautiful. This is splendid. I can see the passion in every stitch. You flatter me. It isn't much, really. That's really impressive. Looks picture perfect to me. Ah, but just wait until you're wearing it. She really poured her heart into it. It'd be a shame if it got torn up like before, no? Oh. When she resolved to sew it, I gave her a special thread to use, and now we'll be infusing it with magic. Sigyn and Rose, I need your help. Of course. Leave it to us. Alright, you're gonna get the full coat back. Nice. I assume it's gonna be a cosmetic. You know, like every other costume. Okay. There we go. Definitely feels as comfortable as before. Maybe more so. Oh, we're just saying that. No, he's right. It's really obvious how much love you poured into it. My word. Despite all the misfortune that follows you around, Rin, you certainly are a lucky man. Everyone can see it but me. It's kind of impressive, actually. That coat should now be just as strong as the black outfit we made. No matter how wild the curse runs, this should be able to stem its effect. Ooh. You want to show your appreciation, wear it often and with pride. Yes, ma'am. I honestly have no idea how to begin thanking you all. Thank you so much, Miss Dahlia, Sigyn, and Rosalia. It means a lot. Well, you're welcome, but you did the lion's share of the work. A question. Why does Dahlia get a nice miss before her name, yet I'm just plain old Rosalia? Oh, I didn't mean... She does have more of a wise old lady vibe than Rose does. That's enough from the peanut gallery. Oof. Crotchety old lady, that's what Rose has become. I guess there's no dying option, is there? Thank you, Elise. I really appreciate this. I'll treat it extra carefully. I hate to damage it after all the effort that went into it. I'm glad it means so much to you, but you don't need to be that delicate. I'll always be here to mend it for you. Besides, I will say an all-black ensemble would suit your current hair color more than right now. You think so? Well, I'm not exactly striving to be a fashion icon. I imagine people think I'm already showy enough. Yeah, probably. Don't be silly. There's nothing wrong with dressing well. You have me to keep your wardrobe in shape. Just say the word and I'll get to stitching. Yeah, for sure. Elise's die-hard aesthetic sense is a little concerning. Back to the ship then. It's about time to start headed to Crossbell. Something the matter? I promised myself that after giving you this jacket I'd finally gather up my courage. But I plan to hand it over a little later than this. Courage? What do you mean? It's been such a long time since we first met. For quite a bit of it, I thought of you as my biological brother, but as I grew a little older, I eventually understood that you were adopted into the family. Looking back, I realized just how cold I was to you. Now that you mention it, when you started at St. Australia, you began keeping your distance. It took me by surprise. I know, I just wasn't able to manage my emotions at that age. They were so overpowering. What? That was what, like 2-3 years ago? I was worried I might blurt out something that can't be unsaid, so I kept you at arm's length. I'm sorry, Irene, for hurting your feelings when I was so focused on protecting mine. There was no need to apologize, Elise. We were a lot younger back then. Wait a second, what do you mean I'm blurting out something that can't be unsaid?
You're my family. My brother. I love you, Reen, but there's more to it than just that.
You've already been through 2 rivalries and your life still is in danger from one moment to the next. Erenharad awaits you in Crossbell. You'll eventually have to face Prince Cedric, Rufus, Chancellor Osborne. I worry so much about you, Reen. Sometimes I don't think I can even take it, but we're together right now. When I realized I might lose you any day, I decided that my fears about telling you the truth paled in comparison. Elise.
I love you, Reen. As more than just your sister. I've fallen for you in every way I can. Perhaps it started the very first day we met.
And now she's pink. This isn't a joke, is it? Of course it isn't. You think I'd say something like this as a joke? Ooh, I done pissed her off now. No, I just making sure. No, I was teasing you there. Oh, okay, maybe I didn't. Come on, Rain, we better get back to the ship. But hold on. It wasn't easy for you to come out to say that, but now that you confess your love for me, you're just gonna act like nothing happened? When you were expecting some sort of response? Actually, not gonna lie, it's kind of a big, that was a power move right there. That's totally boss. To just drop it and just waltz off. I didn't bring this up because I was looking for an answer. Just thought it'd be nice to share my feelings with you, even if nothing comes out of it. Didn't want to have any regrets should you act in any way that won't leave you with any either. What I want for you is to never give up on yourself. Follow your heart with who you choose to love rather than be led by guilt. Alright, I spoke too soon. Thank you, Elise. I'm not quite sure how I feel, to be honest. It's going to take some time for me to process what you've shared. But your messages has pierced deep. That's all I could ask for. I almost had a lot of respect for Elise on that. Alright, the two returned to the ship, slowly digesting. Changed back into his black clothing from before in order to keep his newly mended jacket in pristine shape. Alright, there we go. Level 5. Ooh, I got original hair. Really? So does that mean if I change it, I can change it back to black? Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. No, we're definitely gonna go... I don't know, I think I like the white. Or I could go back to my coat from... So, I mean, I could go back... kick it old school. I think the white coat with... white cape and the white hair is a little bit too much, though. I'm kind of impressed that I actually can swap. Because it's the same thing, it's just all, you know, shredded. Let's do... I still think I like the Dark Prince the most. Or I could go... That one's really good too, though. I might change it at some point, but for now, we'll leave it at that. Alright, I need... Any more special scenes? There is one with Fee on the second floor. Actually, Altina's the other one on the deck. Unfortunately, I fear my PS4 may be nearing its end. Because now I can't, I've got game data that's corrupt, and on top of that, I can't delete some games. Oh, here she is. Altina? Who are you talking to? Oh, it's Serene. Actually, perfect timing. Would you mind giving this a listen, Reen? George. Oh, hey there, Reen. Heard about the Jaeger King situation. Glad you pulled through. Yeah, thanks. So did you happen to have information concerning the workshop? Yeah, I actually have something I'd like to get Altina's confirmation on. You gotta get in touch with her via the Courageous 2. Something you want confirmation on? The headquarters for the Black Workshop is located at the base of Greybourne Mountains. However, it appears to have been abandoned at some point. It is completely deserted now. What? You mean the place was where I was held captive? The very same. Not only is Albert gone, but he took the enormous stores of research data and experimental Albert soldiers with him. So it's a total ghost town now. Got it. That's unfortunate. When I checked around this time yesterday, it had already been wiped clean. I had no idea they were planning anything like that. Maybe I simply wasn't trusted with the information. I was hoping I could get your thoughts on this, Altina, seeing as how that's where you're originally from. I wish I had something useful to share. Unfortunately, my memory of that time is still a bit hazy. However, I think this might be a good opportunity for us. How so? I'm trying to track them down now, actually, but I can't help directly, but... If you're interested, you should have enough time to investigate the workshop site before we head to the next shrine. Gotcha. Well, it definitely could be a good chance to find out some new information. The probability of finding anything conclusive there is still likely nil. So I don't think it would be an entirely fruitless endeavor. It could be intel on those Zauber soldats, S-weapons, the combat shells, homunculi like me and Milliam. Altina. I've secured a tentative infiltration route. I know it's asking a lot for you to trust me given the mess I've made. If you decide to do this though, please contact me through Altina. Yeah, you bet. I'll be making preparations just in case. Black Workshop is completely deserted. We don't know why, but this could be our chance to investigate it. There could be intel on Zod or soldats, S-weapons, combat shells, and homunculi like me and Milliam. Altina. Well, it's understandable that it would be on our mind. Maybe completely deserted, but this is the Gnome's headquarters, so I think we're going to need some help. Should get in contact with George and go investigate the workshop? Yeah. The Black Workshop. We need to consider the risk, but there's a lot we could potentially gain by checking it out. Let's fill in everyone first and get in contact with George. Understood. I'll tell everyone right away. Rain briefed those on board about the situation and received approval from the plan to investigate the Black Workshop. As a precaution, the small team tasked with infiltrating the facility was to be supported by the Courageous 2. Altina and crew contacted George. He headed to the workshop using a teleportation gate he had the secret access to. Oh, he's gonna meet us there. I was not expecting that. What's with the floating specks? Is that bits of mana? So this is the Black Workshop. Used to be the Gnome's HQ, huh? They still might be using it in some capacity. You never know. Angelica, do you remember the last time we were here? Clear as day. The mask didn't mess with my memories from that time. You guys had to take on the Chancellor, the Steel Maiden, and the Blazing Demon all at once. It was crazy. But now, all is quiet. Frankly, it's unsettling. Not a soul in here besides us. It feels abandoned. These conditions are ideal for us. We can conduct our investigation without interference. She has a point. Alright, we'll go to the S-Weapon Lab. I've been curious about the origins of my Berserker and Chuli's Testarossa. We met in the Stargazer Tower when we were enemies. Now we're working together. Who would have thought? Heh, yeah, feels odd. Don't stab me in the back, please, Doovie. Don't come with pet names for me. As for us, we'll go check out the combat shells in the Zalber Soldat Research Lab. Maybe Albert left behind some notes or something. We're going to the Homunculus Lab, correct? Will you be okay? Yes, I've been there once before when we came to save Instructor Reen. It's where Milliam and I were born. Maybe there's something to learn there. It's weird to think that this is the same game. Yes, maybe. Let's see what we can find. The Courageous Two will be patrolling around the area. Return at once if you're in danger. We'll be waiting here. Let us know if anything goes wrong. Alright, everyone knows what to do, so let's get started. Alright, so I assume it's going to be all cutscenes, because there isn't typically... I don't think there's ever been a special scene that involves gameplay. I think we know what these are. Oz series incubation tanks. Test subjects which failed to become Milliam or me. They were discarded when we were born. That's disgustingly cruel. The DG cult was researching something similar a few years ago. Instructor Reen. Oh, it's one of those discarded dolls. What the? An Oz Mirage. It's an archaism manufactured at the Black Workshop based on Ouroboros' designs. Seems to be inactive. Perhaps it malfunctioned, and they left it behind when they moved to the new base. Huh? I regret the things I did when I was escaping before. I didn't do anything to this particular unit, but still, feel sorry for it. Left it like this. I feel sorry for it left like this. Let me at least lean it against the wall. Instructor. Oh yeah, I remember we were here before. What's this white capsule? It doesn't look like an incubator. I noticed when you were here last, because this area must have been involved in the Oz series research. It's deactivated and locked. Something about it bothers me, but it's not like we'll find out more just by looking at it. Why does it seem so familiar? Seems familiar? What if, maybe am I? What if do I have history with the Black Workshop that I don't know of? Why else would that seem familiar to me? Aren't these tanks? Wait, 73 and 74? That's... Yes. These are the tanks where Milliam and I were grown.
So this girl's my sister, huh?
Haven't had that.
Sorry, I don't know if we'll remember this, but when you get outside, let's make sure to meet up and play together, okay?
I haven't heard that voice in a while. How odd. This place is so lifeless and desolate. And yet it fills me with nostalgia somehow. That's completely normal, Altina. Reminds me of your sisterly bond with Milliam. Yes, I suppose that must be it. That bond once was the only thing I knew I could trust. Both Milliam and I were created for the sole purpose of becoming the sword. This knowledge was hidden from us and sealed deep within our memories, but we always sensed it. That's why I envy Milliam. Altina. She sacrificed herself to protect those dear to her, even though it meant becoming the sword.
I must protect. I must. Reen, Yuna, Kurt, Yusei, Ash, Milliam, everyone.
That's what I wanted too. I wasn't afraid of what might happen to me. I'm sure that is precisely how Milliam felt as well. Although, the Milliam that the spectral moon mirror showed us had regrets.
Guess I should say sorry, though, for not being strong enough. I wanted to be able to say, I saved the day. that I helped protect everyone. But I never thought I'd cause you guys all this grief instead.
I finally understood that myself. It dawned on me when you saved me at Isengard Mountain Range the other day. Oh. I appreciate the sentiment, but don't do that again. Talk things through with someone. Just don't rush off on your own. I see. I was really panicked. Yes, I'd never seen that much fear in your eyes before.
It seems that even someone as dependable as you has a vulnerable side.
Shut up.
So, during those moments of weakness, I want to be the one to protect you.
That's kind of you. You've changed a lot, Altina. Yeah, no kidding. Though I'm not really sure if I played a role in it, but I'm impressed by how you've grown. But thank you. I'm honored that you care so much. You're welcome. What's the matter? It's nothing. I'm experiencing emotion I find difficult to put into words. Different from what I feel toward Yuna or Kurt. How do I say it? It is joyous, but a bit suffocating. And there's warmth and excitement as well. Just familial affection? Camaraderie? I've read about various kinds of love. Is this the same kind that Elisa and Elise feel toward you? I don't know. Maybe it's best if you take it easy. I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourself in time. I mean, you still have a lot to learn about feelings and stuff. Take it one step at a time.
Instructor, it would seem you're trying to hide something. Perhaps
no.
you'd like to share? Or is your mind filled with inappropriate thoughts?
I have no idea what you think you're insinuating, young lady. Of course not. Sure, she had become more emotionally mature. I'm both happy and concerned thinking about her future. Rita and Altina joined the team members who searched the areas, and they all returned to the ship through the portal. They didn't find any information they were after, but at least they discovered how many new Zelver Soldat's combat shells and Oz Mirage units had been produced. Furthermore, they realized it was highly possible that the Black Workshop was moved to an entirely new location. Yeah, I think that was kind of obvious, that part. Alright, I got 2 more things left to spend. I guess it'll be Fee. I guess Fee and Elisa. It's computer room. There it is. There's only so much I can do from here. If only I could just head over there myself. Elisa, what are you up to? Oh, Reem. You remember what my mother mentioned on the Gargantua, right? About the 5th? Sure.
Ah, I see. The one produced by the 5th Development Division.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So this is your capstone project.
The RF Group's 5th Development Division. You're gonna tell me you don't know anything of it at all? There are several rumors regarding them during the Civil War, but it all kind of blew over before I could even get to the heart of it. I'd assume it was the noble or reformist factions doing, a department created and run in absolute secrecy. But in truth, it was the Black Workshop who had been keeping it under wraps. Yeah, even slipped under the noses of Sharon and my mother. Okay, that's impressive. Seems they had a hand in those practice combat shells, not to mention the Goliath Altina lost control in. Oh, interesting. I guess you know who came aboard as a specialist to help bring about the Zelver Soldats. So the question at hand then are when these took place and who the staff behind them were. Right. If we were at Ryanford HQ in Ruhr, we could investigate at a much deeper level. But it looks like Mother and Grandfather still haven't been able to make their way back. I see. Lisa seems a lot more positive now that she's gotten past the incident on the Gargantua. I'd like to find out a few things about this so-called division myself. Maybe I should help her out. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Lisa. It may be too risky for the Courageous 2 to plot a course for Ruhr at the moment, but what if we use Valmar? Yeah, it's gonna be far more discreet. Lisa then gratefully accepted Reen's rather convincing proposal. After inviting Sharon to come along, the trio had Valmar take them to Ruhr via the Spirit Path. I haven't seen that building in a long time. Wow. This is a nostalgia trip right here, damn. So glad to see you're alright, Miss Lisa. And you too, Sharon. I heard you had quit, but here you are. I'm sorry for worrying you guys. And I apologize for the complications I've surely caused. Well, hear none of that. You two are the reason business here in the 4th Division is stable as ever. We've also been in contact with Chairman Arena. We're to investigate something regarding the 5th Division, correct? Yes, and if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flesh out everyone involved with the plan we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network, and would greatly appreciate your assistance in this endeavor from here on. And of course, we'll take care of anything you need. Right, we'll show you the full capabilities of the 4th Division. By the way, you wouldn't be Miss Lisa's you-know-what, would you? Hey, Dios, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to read a room? Well, it looks like we're all set to go. We'll leave you guys to it then. Oh, someone's got eyes? 4th Division really comes through in a pinch, huh? They truly are most excellent, each and every one. Only thing they dedicate themselves to more than their work is learning all the details of their beautiful general and manager's love life. Well, let's leave that topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we? Thanks to the vigorous efforts of the 4th Development Division, the group managed to gather information on the internal activities. With Lisa and Sharon working together, Rain offering his input as well, the group eventually drafted a hypothesis. The crux of it being that the 5th Development Division, as it stood in an official capacity, was just a front. It did not operate as a standard division, but rather as one in the shadows, maneuvering and directing members from each of the other divisions in secret. This seemed all too plausible given the numerous members across the departments had been confirmed to be engaging in mysterious and inexplicable acts. Further, they discovered several employees were currently on leave of some sort, some of which whereabouts were completely unknown. Ominous. With this intel in hand, Lisa made an official report as general manager to Chairman Arena. The group then developed plans to amend the issues so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. Ooh. I wonder how long all that would take. Days? Weeks? Oof. That sure was a lot to get through. Definitely. Sounds like things went just about as we could have hoped for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear most of the employees wrapped up in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. It's never a nice thing to see, but investigating such thorough attention and discussion into the situation really brought things back around. Yeah, it'll probably take a while for things to clear up for everyone, since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we're moving in the right direction. I'm sure. You know, Islam, I think this is the happiest I've seen you all day. Oh. Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. Just got so worked up over one thing to the next. But after what happened with the spectral moon mirror and at the Gargantua, I managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, hell, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with my mom played a big part in it too. But that sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Lisa. War may be drawing near, but if the RF group reestablished itself as the upstanding company it once was, it should inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible this war might not last long without an increase in arms production. That's true. Of course, we'll still have to contend with all the complications of the national mobilization law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it'll sure to be a source of hope to them, whoever they may need it. Thank you, Reen, for bringing me this far. Don't mention it. All I did was open the spirit path. No need to be so modest. You're the real reason, Reen. The courage you gave me time and again that's made it all possible. Facing Sharon and Mother, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father. All of it. So thank you. I couldn't be happier here at your side. Lisa. Do you remember the talk we had during the maintenance checkup a while back? Oh, that. I never ask anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are, trust me. But it wasn't impossible to take the first step to rebuild a massive company like RF. You've even begun to patch things up with Sharon, as well as between you and Arena and the others. So I can have my hopes at least, right? Because I see the light of our relationship has. Warm and welcoming and waiting for us to take a chance.
Reen. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. As long as we believe, we'll never lose sight of that light.
Ugh, so mushy. Ugh. Sharon soon returned and offered kind words to Rin and Elisa. They headed back to the Courageous 2, and after saying their goodbyes to the 4th Development Division. Alright, level 5. Alright, we've got to be coming close to the end now, right? Got about 30 levels-ish left worth of content, apparently. At least that's what I've been told. Okay, reference room. Hey, Fee, that box of cigars you got there? Yeah, and a lighter too. The boss left them behind. I was thinking I might make a decent memento. I see. He was into that sort of thing, I take it. Yep, heavy drinker, heavy smoker. Goes hand in hand. I heard Sarah's dad was the one who actually converted him to this brand. Really now, it does seem like a thing 2 Jaegers could bond over. Make sure you take good care of it. I will. With the lighter, at least. Not sure what to do with the cigars, though. I'm not so keen on smoking them myself. Actually, are you free right now, Reen? Something I want to take care of before I head to Crossbell. I think I see where this is going, with that box of keepsake cigars. Guess you're going down to the surface. I don't mind tagging along wherever you're headed. Thanks. So about this place? So this is the spot. We're just to the south of Hamel. Better than putting it right inside the town. I don't think that'd go over well. Should be far enough though. Besides, it's only temporary. You really think this is okay? Yeah, Leo and Zeno have already finished paying their respects. I wish I could smoke with them. I wish I could smoke with them. But whenever I ask, they look at me like I'm sprouted wings. Maybe it's a generational thing. Not a lot of women used to smoke in their day. Yeah, that's probably all it is. Still, kinds of feels like a waste to throw away this whole box. Do you mind if I have one? I don't really know if it'll count, but I'd like to try. I didn't know you smoked, Reen. I don't. This will be my first time. Sharing one with a youngster like me probably won't mean anything to Rutger. Don't say that. Do you, know how to do this? I think so. You snip the end first, right? This is weird. Oof. You're inhaling too much. Boss always said that was a rookie mistake. Don't try and pull the smoke down into your lungs. Just let it drift around inside your mouth a little. Oh, okay. Gotta be honest. Don't know what people see in this. Yeah, it's not for everyone. We can give the rest of the boss some other time. Hey, how about you let us in on this? Hey, it looks like the boys found us. And they brought company. Zeno, Leo, everyone. Sorry, we didn't know if we should interrupt. We figured it'd be worth paying our respects anyhow. Thank you. Guess you did know him a long time too. In that case, mind if I join the party? Surely. What? Huh? You guys. Figured you'd show up eventually. Came to share one last drink with the Jaeger King. I brought along a bottle of his favorite bourbon. Heh, nice. What do you say, Fee? Thanks for coming. We've got cigars if anyone wants one. It's weird to think of all of his enemies just, sitting around smoking and drinking. I don't know, kind of like it. Nice change of pace, I guess, yeah? Hey, so, what are the chances I can get you to pass some of that stuff over to me? None for you, young miss. Hey now, you're still underage. Show a little restraint. Wait, Shirley's underage? Really? Yeah, Uncle Sigmund would kill me if he found out. Don't expect people in this line of work to be so strict about this kind of stuff. You'd be surprised. They got their own code to stick to. Everyone passed the time reminiscing about the Jaeger King. Eventually, everyone except Reen and Fee had said their farewells and left. It makes me a little bit sad that I'm probably going to have to fight Shirley again. He did touch a lot of people's lives. Even members of Nidhogg and the Northern Jaegers might come by later. Yeah, he might have had even more connections than Sarah's dad. Not that all of them stayed friends. He made his fair share of enemies too. But even then, that was just business. I never met anyone who disliked him personally. Yeah, I guess when you're mercenaries, you know, that's how it is. You're liable to, you know, light up 1 minute and then light each other up the next. Fee.
I'm alright. Just got some smoke in my eyes is all.
Okay.
Besides, it almost feels like it's the boss hugging me.
Really? No, mine. You might smell like smoke too, but being there with you is totally different. Hard to describe. Kind of relaxing and exciting all at once. Oh, that's a surprise.
You doofus. What did I just tell you?
Alright, I'll do my best. Is this disrespectful to Ruker's memory? I'll apologize later, I promise. Alright, level 5. Yes. Alright, is that the last one? Yeah, alright, cool. So, we've got some, what I expect are a pair of monster extermination. Well, it says tackle this request. Well, it might not be a monster. Excuse me. To be fair, it is a bit on the vague side. This is so crazy. Yeah. Mary said that we would just be patient, but I don't know about that. I think these two are getting ready for something. Excuse me. Kai and Tilia, right? It's been a while. Oh, hey. I heard that Toval's safe, too. Made us happy. We've been so thankful that we've been thanking Adios every day. That's great. Sucks that we have to keep it a secret, though. I don't like secrets. By the way, is that request why you're here? Yes, exactly. Toval's just as busy as you imagine, so he passed it on to us. The others here told me a bit about you too. Allster's done so much for my brother. I'd very much like to repay that debt, if even a little. Okay, that's very sweet. Wow, she's so beautiful. I wonder if she's friends with Class 7? What exactly did the town do for your brother? It's a rather long story. We'll tell you some other time. Please watch what you say. Sorry. Got too caught up in things. She really does look... It looks familiar. Are you not... How far in the backwards is this place? I might be overthinking things, though. I think Kai is starting to pick up on things, guys. Anyway, you mind if we ask you a few questions? Toval mentioned the town was having problems with some... Oh, so it is a monster. Yes, that's right. Recently it started showing up near the town almost every night. Obviously, no one wanted it around, but we all made do. There was some damage to equipment and plants, but it kept getting worse. Things took a real turn yesterday. It was the first time people ended up injured. Oh my. So it's not the sort of thing you simply can wait out, is it? No, it's not. The really creepy part is that we don't even know what it looks like. The town asked this hunter to help us get rid of it. He's pretty famous around here. It's so scary. The monster appears out of nowhere, then disappears just as fast. It's like we're in a horror story. It really does feel that way. We actually had some soldiers come by too, but given the situation, they've held off on any operations. Why does that not surprise me? It seemed they've been neglecting their duties just like during the Civil War. And there was that airship incident already. All the adults were talking about it this morning. They all agreed we can't afford any more damage. The mayor suggested that we move to the mining town, Aragon. Meaning, Allster is going to be abandoned temporarily. So that's what you two were preparing for. If that happens... Sorry everyone, I know this is shocking news. We have saved Allster once. If anyone can find out about the truth of this monster, it's you. So, if you have the time, would you mind looking for us? We'd really appreciate it. I just can't stand the thought of parting with our home. It's full of memories with Mom and Dad. During the Civil War, those Jaegers left Allster in shambles. Is there any way we can help out? Well, we have a lot of memories in this town too. We may only have today to investigate, but we'll do whatever we can. Really? That's great! We can't thank you enough. No, there's no need. We're happy to help. For Oliver's sake too, since he can't publicly act right now. Right, ready to go monster hunting? Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of clues yet though. Let's start by asking around town. If we find anything out, we'll come back and fill you in. Got it. Good luck. Let us know if we can help. We'll do anything we can. Alright, so they don't offer anything further. So let's poke around town and see if anybody knows anything. Just, yeah, I was gonna say, this must be the church. When the townspeople are forced to evacuate because of monsters, it's not like the church isn't affected. I'd like to speak directly with the father here to get his take on things. We're going to ask for details about the mysterious monster. So that's where your curiosity lies. It's rather a horrid subject, I'm afraid. Many of the local men have been conscripted, and the townspeople have been forced to evacuate due to the threat. There is some logic behind what the mayor says, however. The safety of the townspeople is paramount. The evacuation will take place today. I've also contacted the chapel in the mining town, Aragon, to make arrangements. I see. Even though everything is sudden, it seems things are being handled much more quickly than I expected. Actually, it seems that many of the residents in Aragon are empty due to conscription. Also, the mayor's been urging the townspeople to move to Aragon. Says it's for the good of the Empire. What, are you going to put them to work mining? Really? That's why I've been in communication with the father there for quite some time now. But I never imagined it would end up being fairly convenient in this sort of situation. I see. Thank you for your time, Father. I mean, it does make sense with the conscription going on. There would be a lot of emptied homes. Hey, old timer. Hey, what are you doing? This must be the mayor of Allster. Seems he's been affected by the Great Twilight. Let's try and speak with him. Prancing around and pretending to be bracers, are you? I suggest you drop the act. This is because of that monster. The wonderful soldiers who are dedicated to the Imperial family have asked around already. Are you talking about the Imperial Defense Force? So you're at least aware of their name, I see. They've already taken down observations. They'll perform an official inquiry in the near future. However, with war upon us, we can't expect our needs to be a priority. That is why I have made the decision to evacuate the whole town to the mining area. Aragon is short on manpower. Helping with the mining effort is helping with the war. Yep, there it is. You still think about the war even when the town's in this state? I don't think we'll be able to rely on him. It's a shame, but we have to ask around elsewhere. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. That person is from the distillery. Let's go ask her. We're gonna ask for details about the monster. Oh yes, that monster. It's a strange story, alright. Some of the fields I look after have been destroyed. I was so looking forward to the harvest. I see. Did you get a look at the culprit? No, I didn't. It seemed only to come out at night. But I do catch sight of this weird person. A weird person, you say? Yes, a man. I don't recognize him from around town. He spent all day looking around town and loitering near the fields. Didn't even give our Steinrose a glimpse. He hasn't been around lately, but his behavior is weird for a tourist, don't you think? I don't know. We should remember this for later. Alright, that actually seems like that might be something useful. Yeah, it might prove important later. So we got a random stranger poking around at night in the fields. No one seems to have eyes on him, except her. But he doesn't seem to be... It definitely feels like he could be canvassing. I mean, I don't know if that's obvious or not. Oh, let's check the tavern. That's always a good place to gather information. Ah, now there are some familiar faces. Welcome. Are you perhaps here about the monster? Yes, exactly. Do you mind asking you some questions? Oh, I hate to even talk about it. It devastated our fields and destroyed the irrigation waterways. Just shows up about every night, and when it does, it causes serious damage to the town. Strangest things I've ever seen. I've been hunting for 50 years, and even my countless attempts at tracking have all been in vain. It's the same story every time. We're in hot pursuit, and the trail just vanishes, completely up in smoke. It's infuriating. The only thing I can think of to explain it is that the damn thing has wings. When we lose the trail, it must mean it's flown off. So that's why they call it the mysterious monster. I wonder if it's an undead. Turning a blind eye here isn't an option. The people of Allster can't handle this problem alone. Yeah, I completely agree. I can see why Kai and Talia reached out to Toval about it. Is this enough to warrant an evacuation? Thanks for your time. There's no doubt in my mind what you shared will be useful. Please, you're too kind. Wish I could offer more information. I'm a disgrace. Regardless, winged or not, it's a big danger. It's big and it's dangerous. Please watch yourselves. Take a quick rest before you leave. The cuisine is wonderful, I might add. Thank you very much. Your kindness is appreciated. Actually, do we have a special thing? There it is. Sweet. Can I... Oh. Go away. My question is, can I cook it? There we go. Delicious fish pie. Alright,
I got this in the bag.
let's see what Una can do.
It's perfect.
So 5k and stat down. That's pretty good. Now it's Una. Let's try Lisa.
Let's begin. Ooh, this one tastes great.
Let's have... You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Thanks for waiting.
Also stat down. I'm sensing a theme here. Let's try Sarah.
I got this covered.
Do you now?
The heck is this?
Mirror pie. What? Magic reflect. Nice. Let's see if the princess has ever been in the kitchen before, shall we?
Cooking, huh? I'll do my best. Oh my.
Complete question mark? Oh, I think that's hilarious. Let's see
I hope
Elliot.
it turns out well. I love making this dish.
Quintet pie. There it is. Here's the ailments and stat down. Ooh. I don't have the... Damn it. I have to wait. Oh, I missed a lot. Wow. Kind of impressed, actually.
Let's do this.
Alright, I'm gonna give it the old college try.
This is,
It's a thing I made. Battle dish. Magic reflect. Ooh, 75 HP and 500 EP. That's not terrible. Alright, Una.
I got this in the bag.
Let's see what you got.
It's perfect.
Magnificent party plate. Wow, 10,000 HP. Yeah, do that again.
I got this in the bag.
Sweet. Alright.
I
Well,
got this in the
do I
bag.
have enough for 2 more? Awesome. Alright, let's do... So, I've already done that. Let's go with
Please eat
music.
it all, even if it's not good. It turned out well. Do you like it?
Elliot, Emma. Let's try Emma.
Let's begin. Please have a taste.
Fairy tale play. There we go. Strength and defense up medium 4 turns and 8k. That's pretty good. And I haven't played the rest. Alright, good. Not bad at all. In the graveyard, is that all that's left? Looks like it. This must be the keeper. Boy, who'd have thought something like this would have happened in Allster? Maybe this is the guy who was attacked and injured by the monster. Excuse me, do you have a minute? I see, you're investigating the incident. It happened last night. Just as the sun was setting, I realized that I had forgotten to close one of the fences. When I went back to the field alone, I was suddenly attacked from behind. It was pitch black, so I couldn't make it out very well. But it looked like a giant cat monster. A giant cat monster? Sounds like it could be really vicious. It sounds like he was very lucky to have just been able to escape. How are your injuries? Are they doing okay? Yes, you don't need to worry about me. I was able to fend it off with my hoe. I do have some injuries on my hands and feet, but it's not enough to prevent me from walking. That's good to hear. Must have been a terrifying experience. Do you remember anything else? It doesn't matter how minor. We're interested in any and all details. I don't really... Wait, is this a blonde girl? No, it must be my mind playing tricks on me. More importantly, there was a strange noise I heard just before I was attacked. It was a high-pitched noise, almost like a whistle. You say, a whistle? I see, that's really helpful. I hope it helps your investigation. I really hope you could do something about these monster attacks. Of course, we'll do our best. Alright, let's wrap this up. First of all, let's summarize what we learned. There are many puzzling aspects to the case. Yeah, there's more to it besides the monster. So I suggest we talk it over at Kai and Tilia's house. Good thinking. I'd like to hear what they make of it too. It's decided then. Let's go. I expect I'm going to have to put together an answer. I'll probably get AP if I get it right. We're going to see how that goes. Rainy and the others returned to share what they had learned with Kai and Tilia. The group then began discussing what to do next. First things first, let's lay out what we know. Gathered a lot of information, but let's focus on the monster first. Several things we learned caught my attention, but if we put those together, what's strange is... I don't think it's strange that it attacked people. I think it... If I had to guess, it'd be that there are no eyewitnesses, or that it showed up now. But then again, a lot of things are going on now. Isn't it a bit too convenient that it showed up now of all times? I agree, you have to wonder what drew it here all of a sudden. The hunter mentioned that he lost it midway through the chase each time he went after it. Almost seems set up, doesn't it? Yeah, I was thinking there'd be an inside job. To be honest, Tilly and I kind of suspected that too. It doesn't seem to like a coincidence. And Ox said it was like a big cat monster or something, right? I was surprised to hear that. Why did you find that surprising? Well, it just wasn't what I expected, I guess. The crops were ravaged and were grapes, right? Oh, I see. It does seem out of place for a carnivorous monster to be drawn to crops. Grapes, even less so. And why would it just destroy the irrigation waterways like that? It almost seems like it's trying to harass the town. So why is its behavior so abnormal? That's the million-dollar question. We must consider the possibility that... develop higher intelligence? I doubt that. It almost feels like they might be going after the distillery? There must be someone controlling it. What? Controlling the monsters? Is that even possible? Yeah, actually. There are certain monsters that have been specifically trained to respond to sound. They're known as military monsters. You often see Jaegers. I was just gonna say that. Things appear to be getting worse and worse. Someone mentioned seeing a strange man loiter on the outskirts of town. You think there's a connection? Oh, I've seen him too. He doesn't look like a soldier or a Jaeger, but he definitely seems like he's an Allster for a reason. As of right now, though, we can't know if he's related or not. Still, considering what we've seen and heard, we can't rule out some sort of possible conspiracy at play. A conspiracy? I know it might sound absurd, but I think it's worth exploring what the reasons behind such a plot would be. If someone were in fact controlling the monster, what would be their motive? Well, we have to start by thinking about potential objectives. Something else or agricultural? No, I think... Well, they said that they didn't bother to pay attention to obtain Steinrose, so if they wanted to destroy it... Yeah. There was damage under the grapes. That doesn't add up. Oh. I don't know then. Damn it. Only conclusion I think is something we don't yet understand. You're probably right. We were thorough and gathering intel, but there wasn't a single person who came forward with anything definitive. It's true. We didn't walk away with any conclusive at all. There was one person who seems to know the truth what's going on. Someone who knows the truth? Who could it be? I think it could be Mayor Matham. He was sketchy, yeah. You saying the mayor is intentionally intimidating the residents? Well, I did say it had to be an inside job. I don't know about that. There must be some mistake. Now, he wants people to work in the mines. It's not something I want to believe either. But people were saying the mayor has been pushing to move to Aragon for quite some time, even before this monster issue. We can't deny things seem to be falling in his favor. Well, when you put it like that, it does seem oddly convenient. It's a terrible thing to consider, but it does make some sense. You know what I mean, right, Tilia? One day he just started acting so strange. But he's the mayor. And? He's always been such a nice person. When we lost Mom and Dad, he really looked out for us. It's just so hard to imagine. Tilia. I wonder what the truth is. The Great Twilight has proven itself to have incredibly far reach. It's not out of the question. I just don't know. On the one hand, the mayor is controlling the monster is definitely a possibility. It looks like we don't have all the facts yet. Convenient phone call is convenient. Excuse me a moment. Who's calling me? Oh, aren't you Marcus's coworker? Please excuse the sudden interruption. Marcus told me you're and Allster dealing with a certain incident. This is a rather awkward request to make, but I was actually wondering if you could maybe leave the issue be for me. Leave it be? What do you mean? Is there something going on in Allster? Something that warrants the Governor Accountability Inspector taking action? Well, I'll have to leave that up to your imagination. Well, it looks like you have your reasons, Reiner. But the residents are terrified. They're already preparing to evacuate by the end of the day. We can't turn a blind eye to this. What? Things have already reached that point? Everything's moving way too fast. I do have an idea, but we're going to need your help. We've got to bring this to an end. Alright then. Malchus has told me a lot about you guys. I've thought about this for a while, but you're probably people worth trusting. I'll share what we've gathered. Make sure you use it well. Inspector Reiner shared some interesting information with Rena and the others. Combining all the individual pieces helped them get a clear picture of the situation. However, it also unearthed something suspicious unfolding in Allster, something worthy of the word conspiracy. The idea this sort of thing could occur in Allster is hard to fully wrap my mind around. Reiner did put into potential operations together, but they're not going to make it in time, just as we thought. If anyone's going to do something, it'll have to be us. Besides, I don't think this is entirely unrelated to those of us in Thor's. It certainly does seem that way. I would like nothing more than to play a role in this operation. I suppose the ship has already left the harbor. If you need my help, I'm here. Tilly and I want to help too. I think we can convince the people here to go along with our plan. I couldn't imagine anyone better suited for that. Things could get a little rough out there. Princess Alphen, Elise, safety is the highest priority. I don't know what's going through your mind, but if it results in anything but us coming along, you can forget it. Yes, that's right. We're helping and that's that. You wouldn't let us come this far only to tell us to stay out of it, would you? Well, I guess I should have known they wouldn't back down after hearing all that. You should know by now. There's no use in arguing, instructor. Just be as careful as possible and stay with the group, no matter what. Yep, you got it. We understand. Let's make sure we're ready before we head out. It's time, everyone. Right. But what's the actual plan? Actually, I should save. I'm so nervous, but I gotta do my best for everyone's sake. Tilia and I are ready to go. Should we get started? I think checking our equipment one time would be a good move. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I called in some help just to be safe, but the odds of them getting here in time are about 50-50. We'll have to proceed as if we're handling this entirely on our own. We have to uncover whatever is going on in Allster no matter what. My brother's waiting up on the ship. This is for his sake too. short while later, Marina and the others had left. So what, we're locking up for the day? Is that the idea? No. Started to assemble one by one. Oh, town hall meeting, I guess. Time had come for them to evacuate to Aragon, and as the mayor had ordered. Oh, okay. Even those residents who had opposed the evacuation had made their preparations to leave. With a sad farewell, they left their homes behind. Finally. It took longer than I thought it would. They're all so stubborn. It was always going to be tough. Oh, Allster. You're no bustling metropolis, but by Adios, you're a beautiful town. How proud I am that the Prince Oliver himself spent some of his childhood here. Which is why merely cooperating with conscription is not enough. I want our town to make a true contribution to this nation. My good mayor, it would appear we can finally get started. Kleist & Co? Oh, you bastard. Hey there, Wads. Sorry it took so damn long. You wouldn't believe how stubborn all these town folk are. It's clear that getting everyone away from the town was the only way for this little reforming scheme of yours to go smoothly. I owe you a great deal of gratitude. Speed is crucial in business. Admittedly, I had to use a somewhat unconventional approach. I wouldn't concern yourself with that. It all counts as expenses. It is unfortunate that the town had to sustain some minor damage. It's all for the greater good, I'm sure. I'm still impressed with the scale of it all, though. What was it again? A giant logistics center? From the plan drawn up, I gathered it was like an improved version of the logistics warehouse that Kleist & Co. had in the capital. You didn't mention that by building it in our suburbs, we'd be able to develop into Erebonia's next big commercial area. The Empire is expanding, and there is urgent demand to establish a logistics network, particularly for Jirai and North Ambria. The economic benefits we would gain from an Allster logistics center would be unprecedented. Would you be so kind as to grant permission to open a factory that manufactures military items other than weapons? Of course. I presume such a factory will employ locals. It's for the country and for the benefit of Allster. It's a perfect plan. I had a hunch this was happening. What are you still doing here? Well, I do believe I've seen your faces before. You're in the same class as Hugo, if not mistaken. Just keep popping up where you're not welcome. You're really sticking your neck out. Kleist & Co.'s sales manager, Wads, and Mayor Matham. Are you aware that this plan of yours is illegal? I can't believe you used monsters for your own purposes and drove away the residents. This is fraud and intimidation on a wide scale. You've essentially hijacked a town. We can't let this cruelty slide. There's still time. Please stop this. What does it matter to an outsider like you, We're only thinking of the country and Allster. How dare you be so impudent? Wads, get these people out of my town. Cleaning this rap shouldn't be a problem. After all, I've already arranged to sweep away the town. What are a few extra pieces of trash? Well, what? Time is short and we have to begin. Let the great plan begin. Sponsored, of course, by Kleist & Co. Oh, so they're gonna demolish the town to make room? No way. Archaisms? Yep. Well, that's completely unacceptable. Miners saw the signs that Kleist has been doing some shady deals with Ouroboros. But they're not just using military monsters, they're using archaisms too, and there are so many of them. What is this all about? What are these machines doing here? They're going to destroy the town. Stop them. What are you talking about? This is what we agreed. This is a necessary measure we must take in order to build the factory. Wait, the factory was supposed to be in the outskirts of town. I had the area surveyed, and the mountains were going to make development difficult. The locality of the town was perfect, however. It was the most efficient site. This is for the nation. Surely you won't start objecting now of all times. No, but this is... You tricked me. I would never agree to this. Well, have a nice day, everyone. Things are going to be a little messy here for a while, so I think I'll take my leave. No, get your ass back here. I'm gonna beat your face. Chase him. He's getting away. We have to do something about this first. Group split up to take the monsters and the archaisms. Stop it now. Damn you, leave our town alone. Look out. Are you okay? Stranger's here. Please stand back. Your Highness, Elise, it's not safe to be this close to the battle. No, I intend to fight. Allow me to help. This is the reality of the Great Twilight and the government schemes. She's got a point. If I don't do whatever I can to save this nation, then I'm not fit to be a part of the Imperial family. Your Highness, we can do something about the monsters and the archaisms, so leave this to us. You need to catch the wads. For all of Allster. Got it. Thank you. At least protect your Highness. Gets too dangerous, both of you just run. Got it? Don't worry about us. Be careful, everyone. Just hope my emergency plan makes it in time. Well, like I said, we've got to assume it won't. If it comes down to it. Earlier. Not long now. The lodge should be just up ahead. Alma, how are you doing? Alright? Yes, thank you. Don't worry about me. I can still walk a little longer. How about we take a short break while we're here? There's no need to hurry. We can take our time. Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, Kai, when are you or Altina going to tell us what this is about? I'm surprised to hear you of all people tell us we should leave town early. Oh, right. About that. Actually, Reen and them were the ones who came up with this whole plan. Oh, really now? You mean those kids that saved the town before? I'll tell you more once we get to the lodge. Well, alright. You must have your reasons for keeping quiet. In any case, the lodge is just a little bit further. I'll take care of any monsters we run into in the meantime, so follow me. Of course. Thank you very much. Come on, Lot. Don't dawdle. Alright. Uh-oh. Huh? Eh? It's not here. The sheep plushie Daddy gave me. No, I must have left it somewhere behind. And of course. Well, that's a problem. Well, now, I'm going to be quite busy from here on. Huh? That orbital bike? Ah! Oh, wasn't he a representative from Hugo? Oh well. It's you! What are you doing here, Herman? Mr. Rods. Tell me he's fired. Isn't it about time you went straight? You've been ignoring orders from the main office for a while now. On top of that, I hear you've been making illicit deals all over the Empire. How long did you think you could keep this up? So what happened to that promise of yours? You swore you wouldn't trample over others for business sake, but here we are. So that was the plan, to let their plans slip to Hugo, huh? I would never have found my calling if it weren't for you. I'm just here to make up for all you did for me. And I've decided I'm going to pay you back by stopping you from making this huge mistake. It's over now, Wads. We know this isn't your first offense, but it'll be the last time you try and scam anyone like this. The inspectors should have already contacted you. They'd like to bring you in for questioning about your recent dealings with the government. Meddling kids. Why don't you all just stop wasting my time? I know I've had my setbacks, but this plan is foolproof. I went over the mayor, avoiding the main office, laid the groundwork with the government, and even called in favors from the IDF. You have any idea how long I've waited for all this to come together? Pretty soon, the Allster distribution center is going to dominate the whole of the northwestern region. Just think about it. If I pull this off, it'll be the biggest score of my entire career. The profits I bring in could finally even surpass Hugo Kleist's. You all did all this just for that? If only you'd gone about it differently, the passion could have led you to great things. You've been with Clysenko for a long time, ever since it was first founded, right? Were you hoping Hugo would hand over the Kleist Mall and orders to you? This is my fault, Mr. Watts. If only I'd paid more attention, I could have stopped you before it came to this. But if words won't work, I'll have to get through to you some other way. Don't you dare try and stop me. It's all about to come together, just a little more. It'll be perfect. Perfect, I tell you. Uh-oh. What the? What was that? Oh. A kid? Looks like they haven't sent me a little gift. Damn it. Huh? Now, everyone, better mind your manners. Just keep quiet and cooperate, and this will all go smoothly. Mr. Watts, let him go, now! Let me be clear. I'm not going to budge even one reg away from my plan. All I need is a little more time and the proper equipment, and I'll be able to level Allster to the ground. Not to mention I still have one last ace up my sleeve. Alright now, time to take up the trash. Gaspard Garage. Or Boris Arcasins. Now you've gone too far. That's enough. Stop this right now, Mr. Watts. The Great Twilight has gone to him. He sells it. We have to finish this ourselves. First, we'll take these things down. Everyone ready? Got it. Leave it to us. Rescue the hostage and restrain Watts.
A worthy opponent.
They don't like water. Well, luckily, Muse is on reserve.
Good luck.
Leave it to me.
So she's going to wreck their everything.
There.
Whoa. That main guy took that like a boss. Counter? Yeah, there we go.
I'm going.
And he doesn't like it either, though. That's the crazy part. Alright. Yeah.
Ah!
Donkey missile. What the hell? Actually, I should probably go for the ice guy.
Leave this to me.
Because that.
Everyone, assist me. Yes.
Understood.
There we go. Overkill.
Too bad.
Counter.
There.
I would say this would hurt, but I'm not sure that I will. This guy's pretty tanky. Oh, I actually felt that one a little bit.
My duty calls.
7th caliber is not a bad option. It is up next, after all.
Arcus activate. It's my
So
turn.
we're going to rinse and repeat.
Ah!
Ah, Laura's turn. She has 7th caliber also. Nice. Are effectively fighting a boss here, so that stands to reason that it wouldn't. Alright, let's do 10% though. That's feels a little low to me.
Arcus activate.
Yeah, Doobly's looking a little low. Actually, Laura's kind of right there with her.
Yes.
Let's see. I don't think he can be that, can he? Yeah, no, not possible. That's what I figured. I'll just swing. Man, I really could have used that free order. Oh, I got through with the freeze.
Yes.
I was not counting on that. You know, for all the good it did. close to breaking.
My duty calls.
Ah.
Yes.
There we go.
Now. I've got you.
How did that not break him?
My turn.
Why did it reload? What? Aw, go to hell, game.
No escape.
There we go. That's something.
Now.
Too slow.
I was right there, man. I had him beat. There goes Doobly.
Yes.
Alright, well, I have a thing for that. Actually, Sharon needs it too. We all actually are kind of low.
I can manage without your help. Yes.
Wait a minute. What happened to Sharon's support craft? She had one, I guess. Not anymore.
I can manage without your help.
Zoom.
Leave this to me. Here I go. Thanks for the help.
I'm not about to let you move again, bitch.
I'll cast a spell on you.
Not so easily, at least.
So pretty. Brilliant shot! I may have gone a little too far.
Oh, he did not like that.
Unforgivable. Let's go.
Die, loser.
It's off balance.
Too slow. Yes. Here I go. I can manage without your help. My duty calls.
Man, Doobly is really low on CP.
Predictable.
Counter. There we go.
Strike.
An opening.
Leave this to me.
Oh, this bitch is almost
I'll
dead.
handle this.
Here I go.
Overkill.
Now then, let us continue onward. Oh, how lovely.
132, nice.
I grew a little.
Sharon, Mute Glacia Volley. There's a line. Magically replicates the arch rifle to mow down targets. Huh. Sounds cool. Do, 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 do. Nothing to it. No, you destroyed them already? It's ridiculous. If I need to weak from that fight, I'll use the other one and... not so fast. What the? You took it out in one blow? Huh? Alright, it's time, you two. Perfect timing, Kai. Leave the rest to us. Lot, quit. Get with us. Tilia. Busted, bitch. You're done. Looks like the table has turned. Whew. You're getting pretty dicey there, but I guess we made it back in the nick of time. We're from the Bracer Guild. Can anyone bring us up to speed? So great to see you three. We happened to be in the area when we got the call, so it worked out nicely. I'm only sorry we couldn't get here sooner. Not at all. Everything worked out perfectly. I'm glad I called you guys. Never thought things would get this crazy. Thank goodness. We were worried sick when you disappeared a lot. It all happened so fast. I'm sorry I ran off, Tilia. Kai. You did a great job on the rescue as well. I think the credit goes to Estelle and the others for charging in right when things took a turn for the worst. I'm just relieved things turned out the way they did. Bracers? You gotta be kidding me. Wanted criminals, guild dogs, where is this going to end? Uh-oh. Are you going to make an enemy of Kleist & Co? Or the government? You still haven't given up. I don't think you fully understand the position you're in. What? According to Tobel, the main office of Kleist & Co has denied all responsibility for the things you've done. You've been suspended from duty several times and you're on your last warning now. That info technically isn't meant to leave the company, but push really came to shove. I've heard about it from Minor. Your unethical fixation on success is in direct opposition to the main office's wishes. Doesn't it seem a bit uncouth you to involve Kleist & Co, Mr. Three-Piece Suit, considering their feelings toward you and all? Throwing it around like that could land you in trouble. I couldn't agree more. You have no right to utter that name, Wads. The same goes for your so-called connection with the government. Is this Hugo himself? Oh, he's finally here. There's the last helper we called in. That ship. Sir. And Becky. Hey there, everyone. Sorry it took us so long. But Hugo and bringing him here took a wee bit longer than expected. Well, Mr. Managing Director, seems like things here have taken a real spiral. Any plans on how to handle it? I'll put an end to this all right here, right now. This is my duty, after all. Wait, what did you... Tell him he's fired. Sir, I apologize for how this must look. These ruffians have thrown a wrench into the works, but it's only a temporary setback. Wads, let's cut to the chase. What exactly are you doing here? Sir? Do you have any idea of the trouble you're in? And if scamming people out of their homes wasn't bad enough, you took a child hostage. I've told you time and again that I won't accept such unconscionable methods of business, yet you continue to disregard my orders. Sir, I don't understand. Who cares about the past? Don't you see what's at stake here? I found a more efficient way to boost our profits. Why should anything else matter? That's what business is all about, right? We'll never make it in this industry if you let your worry over matters of petty morality. Come on, Wads. It's like speaking with a brick wall to you. The curse has taken root deep inside of him. It must have honed in on his fixation with profit, drove him out of control. Or maybe it's his obsession with a surpassing you that's gotten him this far out of line. Surpassing me? Why should that matter so much? You still don't understand? I've been with Kleist since the very beginning. I've watched it grow from a tiny company to the nationwide juggernaut it is today. Do you have any idea what it's like for me seeing you take over and call me incompetent? Third rate? But I can raise our profits more than you perhaps finally. Recognize me for the businessman I truly am. Hugo. Hugo always views things so logically, but a situation like this requires an emotional touch. Rod, you've been a loyal employee of my company for many years. In the past month, your efforts have raised our profit by a margin of 10%. I'll admit the results you've achieved have been impressive, but your criminal activity, rejection of our trading policies, and utter refusal to follow orders is not something I can overlook. Effective immediately, I'm relieving you of your position as sales manager and placing you on indefinite suspension. What? No, it can't be. After all I've done. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for the trouble Wads had caused. I'll take full responsibility. I should have paid more attention to what was going on in my own company. I promise I'll compensate anyone who was affected by employees' unlawful activities. Now, Herman. Yes, sir? Attend to Wads. Looks like he's taking a few bumps. See that he gets his medical treatment. Yes, sir, of course. Well, I must be on my way. Hold up, Hugo. One more question before you go. What do you plan to do? What do you plan on daffing out here for? Wait, what do you plan on daying out here for? What do you plan on doing for here on out? That Scottish accent is killer. The one problem may be settled, but what about the future? You know what the government was planning, but you still got into bed with them. I know it wasn't purely a business decision, but all that is that Scottish? I don't know if that's Scottish. You're claiming you're gonna take responsibility, but what does it mean? You're stepping down as managing director. Told you already, didn't I? I'm going to settle things. Fires of war will engulf this continent before long. I've known that for 2 years, so I aligned myself with the government to give Kleist its best chance of surviving. Now I see I made the wrong judgment. It's only natural I should resign. Hugo. None None of that pish. What do you think that's gonna accomplish? What? She's got a point, Hugo. You know we're trying to put an end to the Great Twilight, right? Your government connections could make you a valuable ally to that cause. What do you say? For old time's sake? I don't know. Well, yeah, I see it. The more important thing here isn't obligation. It's what you want to make happen. Not that any of it's my business. I'm not from Erebonia myself, so I don't know what this might be like for you. All of us have gotten this far by following our convictions, by doing what we believe is right. The same probably goes for Rean in Class 7, so why should it be different for you? Estelle. Yeah, that's a good way of summing up why we're all here. We wouldn't have trudged all the way to West Erebonia if we didn't believe in what we were doing. In the end, that decision is yours to make. Try to be honest with yourself and see how things go. What do I really want? For crying out loud! You know what you want, you just can't admit it because of that stubborn pride of yours. You know there's a way both doors and Claes can come out of this still standing. So wrap your whining and quit your whining and snap out of it. If you go wrong again, I'll be here to set you right. Becky. Me go wrong? You better not expect I'd make any sort of mistake like that twice. I'll move forward from here my way. I'll ensure the future of the company and Thor's without so much as relying on government. Well said. If anyone can do it, it's you. Kleist and Co. distancing itself from the government will surely change the state of play a little. All the same, good to have you back on our side, Hugo. I'm sure the others will be glad to hear it too. We should get back and spread the news of the courageous, don't you think, guys? Yeah. Huh? Well, I'm certainly glad that's over. Could say that again. My heart's still beating crazy fast. We still have a few things we need to clear up, but the worst is behind us. Thanks to them. Those sword kids still got it in them, don't they? What is it you refer to? Shortly after, the 3rd Armored Division came to take control of the scene. So I was wrong, it wasn't a monster after all. Well, in a manner of speaking. Allster sustained considerable damage, however it was swiftly restored with the compensation from Kleist & Co. The residents rejoiced as they returned to the town. And others were reunited with old friends. Aww. What's wrong? I don't get it. Clearly I missed something. Certainly, not everything was restored that day. Or resolved, shall we say. But at least this was the end of the incident that engulfed Allster. That was quite the wild ride, huh? You're all going now, aren't you? Unfortunately, we have to leave. Yeah, I figured. Want to thank you guys again for everything you did. Right, you got my thanks too. I knew asking you guys to look into this was the right call. Well, it wasn't just us. We had a lot of help on this one. Right, we had some assistance in clearing out the remaining archaisms too. Yeah, we only called out a few of them. You pretty much had things handled on your own. Thanks to you guys' hard work, Allster was saved. You were first on the scene, but you busted that conspiracy wide open. Yeah, if you hadn't gotten here when you did, might have been too late. Thanks for saying so. But if I hear any more praise, I'll turn red from head to toe. Honestly though, I'm sure my father and brother will be able to breathe a sigh of relief now. I don't doubt it. If you have the chance, please tell your father I hope for his swift recovery. Thanks, I'll let him know. What are they talking about? I think I might have an idea. I'll be our little secret, okay? Things are gonna get tougher from here. We gotta stay on our toes. For now, us bracers are gonna keep on bracing. Hope you guys keep up. We don't have a choice, really. We can't exactly quit now, can we? Come back anytime. Just be careful out there. Things might be a bit tough for the town for a bit. If there's anything we can do, let us know. We'll come back to see you again. Stay safe. AP increased by 1, that's all. 8,000 Mira. Nice. Actually, can I report remotely?
Making a report? Please proceed.
Oh my. Seems you had it tough.
Until next time, best of luck.
Actually, who else can I play Pom Pom? Oh, I was expecting more of Class 7 members. Alright, but I've beaten everyone else, so that's good enough for me. Now, there's a monster. North Atlantic Canyon. Okay. We're gonna slay us a beast. Actually, yeah, we should heal. That's a good option. Oh! I wanted to check the hot springs too, to see if there's another special scene. Well, let's kill the monster first. Oh, I don't have horses or bike access? That's dumb. Oh, these guys must be pretty tough. Ah, damn. Tried to get the advantage, but it didn't work. She has impede, that's good. Actually, what are we looking at? They don't like wind, huh? Okay, I got you.
Arcus activate!
Hey, that's uncalled for. Damn it, they're gonna... Well, let's see if I hit some... Did I at least hit somebody? I hit 3, that's pretty good. Whoa!
I'm going!
Why didn't I take the... These guys went down easy. Why couldn't I...
It's my turn.
Auto-kill them? Was it a weapons type, maybe?
Here I go!
Miss? What do you mean miss?
My
Lies.
turn. Now, let's continue onward.
Do.
Isn't this where the railway cannons were brought in?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Four of them were then used to bombard the city of Fortis.
A battleship was sent to collect them after the dust had settled.
There we
That's
go.
what I heard.
Now's our chance. Yes. Now.
So I guess we're in a sort of in-between where
My turn.
we're too strong, or we're not strong enough to auto-kill them, but they're not really a threat either.
Too bad. Now.
But look at all this damage I'm doing.
I've got you! I'm going!
Rude.
My duty
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Take this!
Looks like we had a death attack, maybe? I'll have to check to make sure.
I'll handle this.
Speaking of death attacks,
Yes!
good news is that it didn't work.
My duty calls.
Okay, no, so it doesn't... No KO options, alright.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting it, that's why I was kind of confused.
My turn. Is that all? You must train more.
Well, too late now, he did. He ain't doing no more trading. So it looks like we have something. I'm guessing it's a photography.
Do be careful. That enemy's strong. The enemy is strong. Please brace yourselves.
180. All right.
I leave it to you. I'll help.
I don't have any. All right. I don't have anything I can go with at this point.
They're down. Everyone together.
So I'm just gonna have to try and force my way through. Overkill.
Yes.
I didn't even realize like I was hiding back there. I was so focused on the spiders. There we go.
I've got you.
Combo up. Rude. Sharon, what are you doing letting yourself get hit? You're better than that. There we go.
Here's our chance.
An opening.
I'm going.
Shooting really good. There we go. That's not bad.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn.
There we go.
I've got you.
So far, so good. Gross.
Take this.
Hey, knock that shit off. Listen, you.
Take this.
Oh, you're gonna take that, and now you're gonna take this too.
I am bound by my chains no longer. I'm sorry. Your fate is now sealed.
That might be the most dangerous maid to ever made.
You cannot escape death's embrace.
Ah, damn it.
It's my turn
I was hoping
now.
for a death blow. Oh, it's reduce. Alright, I guess that makes sense.
They're down.
Still, it did do good damage.
Yes. Let's go. Drive.
I'll handle this.
Rude.
Ow. Yes.
Alright, just a little bit more. Come on now.
Ow. Yes.
Poison? Gross. 50% to faint. That's pretty good. Oh.
Good luck, everyone.
Does this work for her too? Sweet.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, the speed. There it is.
Leave this to me.
I've been kind of neglecting this guy. That's about to
Let's
change.
go.
It's my turn.
Oh,
An opening.
that Galaxia Volley is a special. Okay, I didn't catch that.
It's my turn.
I didn't notice it for some reason, because I'm an idiot, probably. You want to give it a test drive?
It's my turn now. They're down.
An opening.
Places, everyone. The curtain is drawn. Let the show begin. And now, the grand finale.
Damn!
Galaxia Volley.
Alright, I like it.
I do hope you enjoyed yourself.
Too bad.
Take this.
Yeah, I definitely think that was an upgrade to it compared to a previous
It's
one.
my turn.
My turn.
There we go. Seriously, fucking die already. After this battle, we're gonna have to
It's my turn.
wrap it up. There it is, yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to call it now.
Now?
Ooh, I leveled.
Alright.
133, nice. Actually, before we do, I want to see, can I access whatever this star is? Or this event or something is. Maybe. We'll see.
That one would surely prove a most troublesome foe.
I'm guessing this is, we didn't get a chance to take in the scenery last time we were here. It's pretty breathtaking. And now I have something for Rex. Yep. Should I send Rex the data?
Hey, how's it hanging? Let me take a peek at the goods. Whoa, not bad. Here's a little something for your troubles.
Photo of Lucy? Thanks. Alright, rating went up. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today. Ideally, I'll be back tomorrow. Everything goes well. But I appreciate you guys lurking and chilling as always. And I'll see you next time. Until then, this is Trial and Alpha. I'm out.